All right. Well, I saw this video with Dame Grease talking about an issue with Rell and French, right? What happened with that?
If you go to that interview, they talking about me in the interview and they playing Salucci with DFL. Like in my phone, I can pull up their contracts. Intangible, I can pull up their contracts. They both were saying they was down with a group named DFL. Official label, independent label. Even with 9/11 happened, the only label that they get dropped off of Warner Brothers. So what the fuck is you talking about? Facts.
But why?
Only independent record label that stood with MSU or Warner Brothers in general. So once again, it wasn't like an underground label that was trying to get up in the game. The way they describe it, a group or struggling group of individuals or that was trying to do something. When it was stuff being done, and that's how they got to me. They was at the doors got open for them. It's crazy. Nobody wants to tell the exact story. Wants to tell the story that fits the time of the day, whoever they around. Because telling the real story might get them cut off because the person might not like me. Because there's a lot of people that owe me money and they still around these individuals. So if they speak highly about me, they're going to be like, we can't fuck with you, still fuck with Stu. We going to tell Stu where we at. Or how we move it. Giving him homage and you saying how much you did this, that for you. So they got to stick to, this dude did this for me, or don't even mention me in the story. Just skip the whole story. Go. They start off in first grade. He starts talking about when he in college. What happened to junior high school? This nigga already made it. He in college, getting drafted off to the league already. Like, ain't no Stu around, or Stu don't even exist, right?
But what happened with Rell and French, though? What caused that beef?
The match being held, and what Frenchie, this is what I'm trying to say. Frenchie spoke about an incident when he wasn't even outside of the street, and Rell didn't defend that incident. First of all, I would be like, homework. You talking about some real street shit, and I'll break it down on the air for y'all, but I got grades. I get shot in my ass, and this is some real street shit. You was upstairs, and you wasn't even outside. You was playing Nintendo or Xbox, like you wasn't outside. So how could you make a joke about a real life and death situation? Wasn't even outside. But where he made himself look crazy because the hood knew that situation happened. And he said, me? Got shot in the ass recently? That's where you try to defend it instead of like, yo, that happened a minute ago and that's casualties of war, nigga. It is what it is. You try to act like it didn't happen. That's what made Frenchie win this.
Because then there was this another Vlad interview, right, with French where he was dissing Rell. And I saw a video of Rell shouting you out when speaking on French.
Yeah, he tried to explain. He said, yo, French was down. This is the last and the first time we see. French was down with a group called DFL. DFL, shout out to my man Stu from the Bronx. DFL. See, DFL was good. Now, yeah, both was down with DFL. And it was a label. Stu gets into a car accident, and Frenchie copies everything that Stu made from DFL. That's when he's breaking down. Go back to the I don't have to speak, how Rell is telling you he got everything from me and ran with it. Like, he put himself in the game. And then Frenchie goes, you want to talk about that DFL shit. You was there with DFL. Then you left DFL. You went to 145th, which he didn't know. He did go to 145th. But when I held Rell out of jail, I was happy he went to 145th because he wasn't trying to go to Connecticut to get no money and get locked up or now I got ties and heads to him because who he was around. It's not like I saw what raised them, and they came from the Bronx, the dudes that he was around. And he was up there doing some positive and staying out of trouble. So he went up to 145th, but he didn't leave us. We were still involved. When he got around, and Uncasa would tell a story that they would say his music was introduced to Cam from him featuring on the Uncasa track. Yeah, that could all be good. But I had a meeting with Cam, and Cam realized I was a smart one, because this was before Dipset was established. And he was like, yo, just me and Joel's artist. I'm looking for another artist. We might sign with Rush. I'm interested in Rell, white boy you got, son. That nigga's nasty. So I said, interested in these two artists, put it in writing, and we could do business later. He said, we're not a label yet. And that's why I'm telling you to put it in writing. You remember at the gas station in Harlem? This is when, look, it's crazy. His camera's related to my best friend, my brother. The only one that I probably would, lose my life for, cancel, or catch a bid for, my brother. Family. That's his cousin's cousin. It's all one circle, like a fucking community. Dudes ain't moving right. If we all move right, we'd be unstoppable. But everybody wants to be unstoppable by themselves.
Right. What was your reaction, though, when you saw that they were beefing, Rell and French?
This is when Fred was the middleman telling me, like, yo, Frenchie, I've been talking to Frenchie. He asking me what's your response to it. I'm like, tell him to handle his handle, get busy. Hold it down. Like, I ain't worried about none of that. Like, but y'all both playing Felucci with the name. I'm going to get to speak something one day, and I got all the proofs. I got music on Rell, I got concerts on Rell, I got music on Frenchie, I got concerts. Any lawyer that can help me, yeah. Yeah, reach out to Panda Chop, and he'll get in contact with me.
Yep.
It is what it is.
So
But
then, go ahead.
When they was beefing with each other, Fred used to call me every evening to update me. And at one point, again, Fred gave me Frenchie's number right before he got signed. Then Frenchie we know so many people when Frenchie actually got signed and was meeting up with Puffy. Another individual was in the elevator with him. I said, yo, what's up with Stu? Why Stu ain't here? He said, yo, don't say that name right now. And the doors opened. He greeted Puff. And the dude called me right after that and said, yo, send you a French, yo. Like, why you acting like that? I asked him something with the hood. Why you acting brand new like he left the hood and all this? And don't mention your name. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's how he acting. That's how he moving. You see it yourself. You right there with him.
That's crazy.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
So Rell said something.
Wait, and it's, I gotta say, here's what it is. We had another mutual friend. He was close to Puffy, but he was trying to steal Frenchie and Rell. And it's Nigel. Everybody know Black Nigel? That was messing with Puffy. It is what it is. But
wait, is that
I'm
the Nigel
happy
from the Tupac situation?
Mm-hmm. The Biggie situation?
No, the one where they were saying that Tupac was fucking with this guy named Nigel, and then it led to the whole situation with what's his name? The shooting prior to the Quad Studio shooting that led to the case that Tupac got, the sexual assault case, remember?
No. Yeah. That's not the same Nigel. Nigel was connected to Puffy, to battle.
Are you saying that it's connected to the Biggie situation?
Well, if you would have said he was probably out there, most likely when Biggie got killed, him and his voice was like puffy, like muscle somewhat. So
Damn.
he most likely he was there. Because I'm gonna show how much ties I got to this shit. When my homegirl grew up on my block with Roll On Puffy too, she was there too, and I called her. I want to blow up the spot. I'm gonna say her name. My name is Lisa. So niggas, so people won't know he lying. A girl named Lisa that I grew up with was tight with Puffy. She was out there with Biggie that shit.
Wow.
A lot of stuff I'm leaving for my book. That's all I gotta say. A lot of stuff I'm leaving for other different interviews. No disrespect.
I got you.
But I can't give it all here.
Right.